participants for participating and very enthusiastically interacting with us all this time. Please stick till the end. Something is brewing, and I hope you enjoy this session. Over to you, sir.
Yes, Bhavya. So now actually what we are doing, we are trying to solve a little bit more problems, which is uh, means different from what we have solved yesterday. So we will spend some time here and then we will discuss two more problems, which is related to the quantum mechanics. Uh, and then I think the session will be over. So let's we'll spend a little bit of time. If anybody is facing any problem in this particular problem, they can ask, or if they have comfortably solved all this, then it's good. We can move to the next part.
Hello, sir.
Mhm.
Sir, how to extract that first 10 random numbers? Can you uh, give any suggestions in that?
Yes, so I'm giving you a hint that it is related to bracket. So I saw yesterday in the presentation I uh, told you that the bracket are used for very special purpose. So when you have a square bracket, just single square bracket, it is used for the argument of particular function. But when you want to uh, uh, want a particular element of a list, then you need to use two square bracket. So try using that and see what is the result you get.
Sir, I suppose there is no option for looping in Mathematica, right?
Loop is also possible. Means
How?
that you are asking about this do loop, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir.
So those things are also possible, but we are not going to that part. Right now, we are sticking to very basic thing that is possible here. Means whatever you do in your uh, C++, that is possible. So that will come under the part of programming language in mathematics. Do loop is possible.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
So, in question 1B,
Hmm.
am I supposed to write down 10 separate statements, or is it possible to do that in one single statement?
In just one single statement. So that's why that is there. So, you try means you simply you have written your RAND is your this table. So you this is the list that you have defined. So try using two square bracket and see what you get. Write
Yes.
anything inside two square bracket. First, whatever the list you have defined, you write that, and yes, you type any number.
Is it like this, sir?
Yeah, you write you click enter. So can you check what you are getting? So now again click enter on this means whatever you have done. Yes, there.
Is
So right now you are getting, I think, the numbers in the last row. Some numbers.
Oh yes,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right.
Aditya, like, can you try with just one instead of one command
Yes,
10?
yes, you
Yeah,
try
right.
this
Oh,
one. Hmm.
oh, okay.
Yeah. What are you getting?
But it looks like more than 10 entries. I guess I got all the.
You got
So,
all this.
so let me have a look at your the list how you have defined.
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, say it should give you just one number, but somehow it is giving you so many. Okay, so let's. I'm sharing my screen, so you just.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yes, yeah.
Yes. So what I have done here, I have defined one list here, and then I'm not entering again on this list. I'm not pressing enter, because once I press enter, then again it will generate a very different number. So it will be not be the same. So that we have to keep in mind. The random numbers are totally random, so the list will change. So, but when I will click here, so this is the number. So here I have, uh, when I just simply write here 1, so all the number which is on the first uh, row, that is uh, being returned. So if I write here 2, so all the number which is in the second row, that is being returned. Right? If I write it here 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these number are being returned. So is the screen visible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Mhm. Okay, so now we are getting the element 5. So basically how this list is defined. So this list consists of, means in traditional form we can see that each element is, means you can define it by element, calling it 1 1 1 2 1 3, like that. So that is how it is being mentioned. If you simply write 5, so it will give all the element in the row 5. But if you will put 1 here, then it should give only the first one. So the first element of the fifth list. So this is how it understand. So this is total list 1. This is list 2. So first, when I am entering this 5 comma 1, I am instructing Mathematica to go to the list 5 and the first element of that list. So this is how being done. So if I want the last element, so we have to just write here, we have to go to the list 10 and the 10th element of that list. So here it is giving 28.7956. And if you want fifth element, 1 2 3 4 5, so this should be returned. So let's see, 1 2 3 4 5, so 2.47225. Yes. So this is how this list is being, uh, means you can use the list in that way. So I hope it is clear now.
Uh, so should I take over the presentation?
Sorry.
Should I share my screen with the PDF?
Okay, okay, you can share
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir.
I am stopping.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mhm. Yes.
So the error in my code was that I had used traditional form right here when I was defining the list. So instead of a RAND having the list, it had it in the traditional form. So when I kept it in a different statement, I got it right.
I didn't understand what you said. What was the problem? Means.
Sir, instead of keeping this as a separate statement, I had written traditional form right here, so like this.
Okay, okay, all right.
When I did it as a separate statement, I got it right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. Yeah. So these are the little thing that can create error in means even in programming also in here also. So that we will understand only by experience. By the more we work on this particular software, the more we will understand how it behaves.
So again, this vector, we're supposed to use list, right?
For vector, you, what you are saying, you want to use the next slide.
Yes, sir. Next question. The next question.
Yes.
When you're
So
supposed to define the vector, is there any
yes,
vector option or is it by using list?
it is using list. So vectors are also defined using list in Mathematica. So you have to define a list, and then
Yes.
you can do the dot product, and then means you can even find the uh, angle between the two vectors. So that can also be done. So
Is it audible?
Yes, yes.
I couldn't listen anything. That's why I asked.
uh, Yogesh sir, welcome. Good morning.
Yes,
So basically, what we are doing in this session, yesterday we had presentation and then description of what Mathematica is and what are the possibilities which we can do here. So that was in the morning session. After session, we had the tutorial, and means the various participants solved all the problems, and Today, this morning session is the extension of that tutorial,
Oh, okay, okay.
and
That's a
yes, yes.
practice in there.
Yes, so actually the student are means all the participants are solving these problems, and if they are having any difficulty, they are simply discussing with me, and
Oh,
we are trying to solve this problem together.
okay. They are utilizing, I think, cloud mathematics, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh, no, this particular thing is installed in the software. Means on the desktop itself or the laptop, whatever participants are using,
It's
and
a
they are sharing their they have shared their screen. So in that way, we are able to see. Uh,
it, is it okay? They are installing it. Huh?
Sir,
yes, yes.
they had been sent the trial version ka link, so they
Okay, okay.
downloaded it.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Actually, I was worried about only this. Okay.
Yes, yes. So
Yes. Okay. Good. Okay.
okay, sir.
Huh.
Sir,
Yes, Aditya.
what's the difference between the star and dot?
Actually, both are the same. Okay. They both are used for the multiplications. If you are putting the space, then also it's directly taking as a multiplication. And if you are putting the space, then it is also used. But the space things that you have to be utilized when you are writing some comments, then it would be good.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
and if you write to the comment, I think you will be write down something else. I think slash star and everything.
But sir, from both of them, we are getting different answers. I did
Show
dot
me.
product here and
Show me.
star here.
Here you are doing the matrix multiplication.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So matrix multiplication is different by this one. When you are doing this thing, that will be the scalar product of one by one. Okay, any two into two, that will be the four. But when you are doing the matrix, that you know, okay, it will be first of all multiplying with the row column with the others row. Okay, that answer will be different. So
Yes, sir.
you
Okay,
cannot
sir.
say this. Okay.
ठीक है, sir.
Anything else? Oh,
So here in matrix, when we are using dot product, so we will the dot will be there and not a star in case of matrix. But in case of simply algebraic expression or anything else, you can use both. Yes,
Yes,
as
sir.
explained by Yogesh sir.
So I'm supposed to use dot here, right?
Yes,
Yes.
and also you can check using the traditional form whether it is giving the right thing or not, and you know the matrix multiplication, so you can do it by your hand, and then you can check it whether Mathematica is giving right or not. So that possibility is always there.
Sir, I tried doing the x dot y and x star y. I got using the traditional form I saw. So x star y, it takes y first and multiplies with x, and x dot y, it does x multiplied by y. I think that is the difference.
Okay, can you repeat what is the difference?
Can I show my
Yes,
screen?
yes, yes, yes. You share your screen. Aditya, stop sharing your screen so that Disha can share.
Here, sir. When I do x star y, it does x y into x, and when I do x dot y, it does x into y.
Yeah.
This is x and this is y. It does y into x when I do x star, and x dot y does x into y.
Okay. All right. So that's good. We have found a interesting thing.
Can you show this once again?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Come on. So here I can't see that multiplications over there. Just only simply it is writing the values of x and y, and it will be simple straightforward. You can see it will not give the multiplication or something. It is simple writing that's x and then y, and there will be the space. You can see the answer is not there because when you are multiplying the two matrices, then it will be give the only one matrix.
Yes, yes. The product is not actually happening. Mathematica is not able to calculate the product. So
Can you remove the traditional form in the 27 in X and Y?
Now it works.
Yep.
Okay. Now
Yeah, I
it
got
got
it.
done. Okay, and now write down this particular matrix transpose that you are writing that command, the double slash and the transform that equation. You just write down. So you will get these things.
star won't work in case of.
No, it is working. It
Yeah,
gives
it's
that
working.
answer in the next floor, but
Oh
this
yes, yes, yes,
particular matrix,
yes, yes,
it
yes,
is
yes.
the part of the something else. Just delete it.
Mhm.
Your answer is that output 27, 30,
Yes,
37.
yes.
It already given that answer, and this particular bracket 101 and something, it was the residue of the previous. Okay, you just need to be delayed. It is not an answer. And also x dot y, you are also getting that answer. You will see in x dot y and in which I think where was that? Okay, you are doing x multiply by y. Okay. Now in next line you will just write down. Now tell me x. It is the 100,010 like this way, na?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So just try to do it. In one, it is doing the matrix multiplication, and the second thing, in second one, it is doing the multiplication of the A11 component to the A11 component of the other matrix. Okay, and other would be A1. Second would be A12 to A12, because I think you know about those things. I dot I, it is
Yeah.
1, I, and I dot J, it's a 0. So that kind of thinking will be there. So maybe here you can see, okay, in dot and multiplied is a similar kind of the answer would be there. But just instead of dot, you just write down star over there. Okay, I'm now try to compare what happened exactly over there. It is multiplying each and every component over there. Okay, write down your x and y in the matrix form.
Yeah.
You can use grid of x, like to print x in a matrix form, like you can use grid. There's a command called grid. So it will, yeah, the square bracket and x. So it will display the x in, yeah, this would be helpful.
Okay, now compare it. Okay, one the x star y is the multiplication of each and every product. You can see that 1 into 1. Okay, and the second is the 1 by 1, that is there, and that is the third one is the 1 into the 0. That's why it's a 0. And second column में फिर से देखो 1 into 0, that is again 0. 0 into 0, that will be the 0, and 1 into 1. You just work with the A1 EA component. Take it, because this matrix can be write down in a such way: A11, A12, A13, and the next matrix will be write down B11, B12, B23. So it will be multiply A11 into B11, and then A12 multiply by B12, and A13 multiply by B13. That's why you can see your product will be like this way.
Yes.
Okay? So it is 1 0. Similarly, it will be given your second and third. I think
So
it is,
actual multiplication is the dot one. This one is just the elements one.
yes, element multiplication.
Yes, I got it.
So I think only the last problem is remaining. The third one is also, it's very good to have Yogesh sir here. Thank you, sir. It is very helpful. Please.
Actually, I was free. That's why I'm over here. And I recently received one mail from the one student. So I thought, okay, let me just go and see okay, what they are doing.
Yes,
Just
sir.
it's my curiosity to know what's there.
Sir, it's very good to have you here. Means it is very it was good to know the difference between the star and the dot.
So one more thing is that you can also utilize this a free version in Raspberry Pi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they are providing the free. Okay, for this you need to be just purchased only the Raspberry Pi the module.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you need to install it, and that will be the predefined application of the wall format. So that will be no issue with that license. So you can
Yes,
utilize
sir.
it, but only for the simple calculation you can use it.
Okay, so but that's why I informed Ms. the organizer. The Siddharth is basically leading uh, in organizing this workshop. So I informed him that in advance that it will be better if you can use just the trial version. So in trial version they provide 15 days time. So means if you can install just 1-2 days before the schedule of workshop, so then we can use it to learn. So that was
And
my idea.
one more thing they can do it, I think, Jaya, they can also utilize the online version of it without installing it.
Okay.
The Volcom Mathematica. In this,
Yes.
they need to be only making one account and
Mhm.
just run it.
Yes, sir. That is also possible.
Actually, I'm also utilizing the same. I'm
Oh,
utilizing right now the Jet Cloud edition. It's a
okay.
free. You don't need
Oh.
to be purchase anything.
Mhm.
Just you need to be make one video and everything is available.
Mhm.
Sir, I think it would be good if you could explain how to solve the fourth one. Because in yesterday's session, I don't think we tried this on doing differential equations.
Okay, okay. So,
Yes, sir. Can you take over the presentation, sir? I will stop presenting.
so what you do, you just type the question mark and
Yes.
desolve. Question mark and desolve. You just look at what is the format and try to understand what Mathematica is means, trying to uh, tell you. So,
Or you can just simply go to that. You can press F1 and there will be Mathematica documentation is open and you can write down that command name which you want to know, and you will also be find out some example related with this, because here it will be give only the syntax information.
so
So,
the on, mhm. So, the
can we,
only thing, yes, 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 yes.
is,
So yes, yes.
uh,
Aditya, wait for a second. So what I am saying is only thing that you will find very new here is the symbol prime. So basically in Mathematica, whenever you are writing y prime of x, that means dy of dx, means that you are taking derivative of that particular function with respect to the argument which is present there. So that's the meaning of this. So if you will have two prime there, then it means the double derivative of y. So that is only needed. Otherwise, everything else is just same whatever you have done in solving algebraic equation. In the same way, you have to solve it also. And example is already there, so you can just type it.
yes.
So you have used only one initial condition.
Yes.
You should also.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. There was another one. I didn't. So why is it giving back the same equation? I mean, the same equation I gave it.
So let me see. Uh, Maybe I think you should bring this exponential function which is on right hand side, on left hand side, and put 0 there. Maybe. Hmm.
Yes. Well, kind of. Sir, is there an option to solve differential equations numerically, like and these or something?
For this, you can utilize ANDI solve.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And this solve is also there.
Oh,
You need to be write down the range of x in particular that range you want the answer. Okay, because it's a transaction equation. So where
yes.
its root is 0, that particular answer will be there. Basically, this will be used for solving the transitive equation. I think you had seen in your second year, maybe Newton-Raphson model. It is very similar to that equation.
Yes, yes, yes. So I'm supposed to mention a range here, right? So instead of simple like
In what range you want the answer. Okay. Actually, right now I'm leaving. I will join you after the 1 hour. Okay? The time that you had mentioned. Okay? I will
Okay.
some personal work I'm going. Okay, because
Okay. Okay.
I'm leaving.
Okay, sir. No
I will
problem.
join soon.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Uh,
Yes.
yes.
So shall we move on to the last one then, if everybody has done it?
Yes, yes. We can move. So the basically the means I think all of you have got the idea of what Mathematica is and how to do various things. So that was the primary
So what
motive
does
of
this
this workshop,
output
so that you
entail?
can use it further. So I am also in the process of learning. The more you know about the
Yes.
software. Yes, yes, Aditya.
Aditya, you were saying something?
I think he's not saying anything, but his mic is on, so that's why. So
Anybody else? Any problems at all? If you're not able to do any question, please say now. We can help out.
I think those who are facing any difficulty, they can share the screen, and I think many people are here means uh, who can check means. So there is no problem means I can also look, but there are some participants also who looks quite familiar with this Mathematica, so they can also help. So it will be better if anybody is facing any difficulty, they simply say the problem and share their screen.
If not, then we can move on to the last thing. Sir, could you please explain the questions and the solution of the advanced PDFs?
Yes, yes. Please share anyone of you who has the PDF file. Share this on the screen, and then I can explain.
நானும் வரேன் கிளம்பலாம்.
So, so the first problem is uh, means that is nothing much to do. We have to simply verify that this particular wave function psi of x, which is e to the power I kx over r, that is the wave function for this particular particle, which is following this Schrodinger wave equations. And this equation can be modified. This the equation number 1 can be written as equation number 2. And so we have to simply show that the wave function given by this e to the power I k r over r, that is actually the wave function of this equation. So that is the problem which we have to solve. So the question is how we are going to verify that in Mathematica itself. By hand we can do that, but in order to just to see how to verify whether some solution is correct solution of any differential equation. So this is also basically a differential equation. The del square is the Laplacian operator, I think.
Hello, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Sir, I think in this one the students need a bit more guidance regarding this. Hello, sir. Your mic is off, sir.
Yes, yes. Just wait for 1 minute. I will share my Mathematica file, and then we can discuss.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
okay, so I will stop presenting my screen then.
Okay, then until sir presents the solution for the second homework, let me present something interesting that I found for you guys on the internet. This will help you understand that how we can use it. It's something that all of us know and all of us want to learn about. So let's see.
So, sir, before that, we have a faculty advisor, Patak sir here. So, good morning, Patak sir.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, please carry on. Please carry on. You don't want. Yeah, Vikas. Great to know.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Yeah, you. Good morning. And yeah, you please carry on. Yeah, I'm just a silent observer.
Okay, sir. Okay, so Siddharth, let me share. Or first you, okay, you have already shared. You tell me whatever you want to
No,
say.
sir, you go ahead. I'll show it in the last.
Okay, no problem. So yes, so now I think this notebook is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So yesterday also I presented this. So I was just showing you all this, means the color code which I have used, and the title, this section, this text cell. So all this thing I was discussing. I was just showing this particular notebook itself. So let's read that PDF file just for once. So the question is, I am explaining. The question is that there is a differential equation, which is the Schrodinger equation, and we have to verify the solution of that plane wave is the solution of that particular equation. And also the second part of this problem is we have to also verify that the spherical wave, which is given by psi of x is equal to e to the power I kr over r. So this is also the solution of that particular differential equation. So this is our main idea, means this is what we want. So how we have shown this, how we can show this in particular notebook. So here is how I have defined. So this is the problem number 1. So this is our objective, that the plane wave psi of x, which is given by this expression. So here we can say see that this psi x is not means actually this x should be the vector x. So means this psi x depends only upon this z and not x and y variable. So that means it is independent of x and y. So that we can that condition we can very easily use here. So the time independent Schrodinger wave equation reduces to this particular thing. So the operator del was there. So del is for psi. So since psi does not depend upon y and z, so it will reduce to this particular equation. And what we have done, we have simply typed it here, this particular thing. So this was our text cell. So in the text cell, we can type the equation the way the equations are familiar to us, the way we see in the textbook, or the way we write it in our own notebook. So that is why text cell is there. But in the input cell, I cannot write it like that. So in input cell, we have to write the way Mathematica understand. So this equation will be Mathematica will only understand if we write it like this. So the meaning of this is capital D, which means take the derivative of this one, this particular function, with respect to the variable z, and the order of derivative will be of the second order. So that is what this whole expression means, and plus k square, this one, this k square e to the power I kz. So that is what I have written here, and when I have pressed enter, it is giving the result 0. So you can see it is giving the result 0. So that means this particular psi x satisfy this equation, and that was the part A of the problem. If you go back to the PDF file, you can see that this is what we have to actually do. So let's go to the second part. The second part is that we have to show that this particular expression, which is e to the power I k r upon r, this is the uh, solution of this particular means right now, since it is independent of x and y, that's why it's partial derivative with respect to z. Otherwise, there was Laplacian operator. So we can simply do that by using the operator Laplacian here. So we are taking the Laplacian of this particular function with respect to r theta phi. So now, because this r means it is in spherical coordinate, so we have to use the spherical coordinate now. So we this spherical means I have instructed the Mathematica that we have to we want to do this particular calculation in a spherical coordinate system, and then when I again typed enter, then again it is giving 0. So that means this particular wave function is also satisfying our desired differential equation, and our desired differential equation which we have obtained, that was the result of Schrodinger wave equation. So that is how we can use Mathematica to solve certain problem in, or to check whether certain solutions are possible. Means the given wave function is a solution for that particular Schrodinger equation or not. So this is the way. So let me move to the next part. So you want to try this by yourself, or I should simply go to the next problem? Anyone?
I think you can wait for 4 to 5 minutes before proceeding.
Okay.
So actually, there are mixed background of students. So
Okay.
if you can try it once in Mathematica.
Yes. So now you try it in Mathematica. So what you have to do, you have to simply you have to show that this particular wave function, which is e to the power I k z, is a solution of that particular differential equation. So you can simply type the differential equation and you use the function, the given function in at the place of psi x, or where you were using the function yx, at that place you use simply this e to the power I k z, and see whether the result is giving 0 or not. And the similar way, when you are using the part B will be, you have to do the same thing but in Laplacian, in spherical coordinate system. So do it for the next 5 minutes, then we can go to the next problem.
Sir, what does that clear all global star mean?
That means when you are doing the calculation, sometime it happens that suppose you have defined alpha at some point in your notebook, or the variable beta, and you have assigned the value 5, and somewhere means in the next cell you are again using that as a variable. So that could be means sometime it is being problematic because somewhere you have defined one function and again you are defining. So basically it is to clear all the memory, means whatever the value is stored in various variable. So we are telling Mathematica in each evaluation you simply clear all the variables and now you do the evaluation. So that is the meaning of that.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So the meaning of this will be clear once you will gain a little bit of more experience. You will see that at some point of time, means there can be some a little bit of problem here and there. So that is mostly that in one sentence, if we would like to say, we are instructing Mathematica to clear all the variable, whatever value it has stored, and now it starts again. Actually, this is the
Yeah.
problem which I have discussed right now, and then I asked them to solve it. And if
All
if
right.
they are,
All right. Okay. Okay. I got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So if anybody has solved it, you can please share it right now.
So, Vikas,
yes, sir.
so there are it seems there are two operators, differential operators possible in Mathematica. One you can directly write Laplacian,
Mhm.
or you can write D and in the bracket you can put the order or whatever.
Mhm. Yes,
Is
sir.
it the case or am I missing out something?
No, sir. This is the way.
Okay.
Means
And
if you want to define a derivative, then we will use this capital D,
okay.
and
Okay. All right.
that is the meaning of derivative. But Laplacian is also a special kind of function defined in Mathematica, so that will
Okay.
itself
It's
understand
a
that.
ready function available.
Yes, yes. So it will
And
understand that is three-dimensional double derivative, so that will understand.
okay.
Yes.
But then do we have to specify the coordinate system? I mean, whether we are using Cartesian or the spherical one?
Yes, sir. If we want to spy this spherical, it will understand the by default the Cartesian. But if
I
suppose,
see. So
yeah,
for
but
specifying spherical only, for
yes,
changing anything away from this,
yes. Other coordinate system is also available. If we want to go in cylindrical, then that is also possible. Even polar,
okay.
that is
But
also possible.
you need to specify.
Yes. Since
Oh,
it's spherical was needed in this particular problem, so
all
that's
right.
why.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, got it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sir, I see that Disha has presented a screen, so I think she's done it, and it's correct.
Okay. Mhm. Yes.
So I think we can move to the next problem then, sir.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, so I am explaining means the PDF. I'm not able to share the PDF file, but I am just giving a summary of the problem. So basically, the problem is we have two very tiny pinhole, and from those two tiny pinhole, electron is being bombarded on that. So what will happen? And we have a screen at a distance L from this pinhole. So this will be kind of interference pattern we are actually want to observe there. So for that, this entire problem has been discussed. So basically what we have to do, we have to find out what will be the phase difference at a particular point on the screen, on which we are observing the interference pattern. So what will be the condition for obtaining the interference pattern? So that is the one what we would like to find out. And then what will be the intensity of the final means this wave function, what will be the intensity of wave function on that screen, that we want to also find out. So for that for Pathak sir, if anybody can share the PDF file, that will be better, so that he can have a little bit of insight into the problem, and then I can share this my notebook file. So Siddharth or Aditya, can you share that particular file?
I think Vikas, let them
Okay.
carry on. But,
All right. Okay, sir.
No, I think Disha can share the PDF.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Siddharth. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, can everyone view it now?
Yes. So go down. Yes. So basically, there are two pinholes, and from there, the electron will pass away, and the screen which is there at a distance L. On that, we want to observe what will be the pattern, what will be the interference pattern. And generally, this experiment is being performed using the slit, but just for the sake of simplicity, in order to simplify the mathematics, we have assumed that pinhole. So that is a problem which we are going to discuss. So go just below, downwards. So there are various parts. So in the first part, we have to show that condition for constructive interference, or that is this one, this particular given in expression A. And apart from that, we have to only find out what will be the intensity, or we can say what will be the probability probability density of the electron in various places. So the question are very well described if you will go through that. So, and now I am showing on sharing my notebook.
Shall I stop, sir?
Yes, you stop. Yes, again, so I have written here. So the constructive interference can take place where intensity is maximum. And what are the basic criteria for that? That the phase difference has to be an integral multiple of 2 pi. So that can be written as 2n pi. And the superposition of wave will be given by this particular expression. Means so whatever is the wave function coming from from both the pinholes, we are going to simply add that. So that will give you the final wave function. So that is what means we are basically concerned about how to do it in Mathematica. Other than that, I think we are very much familiar with this problem in our means manually we can do it very easy. So basically what I have done, I have defined it here, R plus, which will be the distance of one pinhole. Let's call it plus. So the distance of that pinhole from a point xy on the screen. So that is defined by R plus. So we can write it in terms of this. So L is the distance between the pinhole and the screen S. So there you can see that is easily we can define it. If you look at the diagram of that problem, you can see that this is possible. And then simply we can define R minus. So what will be the phase difference? So phase difference is generally given if we can define it in terms of, so here what we have defined, k time. This series means we have to expand it in terms of, means I am just trying to expand this and take the approximation. So once we have expressed means have this series expansion, then we can neglect the higher order. So here I have instructed the Mathematica to do the series expansion of this R plus, which is this R plus, with respect to D about the point O, and I want to limit my series expansion up to the order 1. So here you can see, and the same thing I have done with R minus also. So here you can see what the Mathematica is giving, some particular expression, and then order of higher order terms, which will be in terms of D. So that is also present here, but I don't want that. So basically I am doing like this. So I did it very means long back, but the idea is you can also do this problem by just considering this R plus and R minus equal to R plus is equal to R minus. So basically under this assumption that L is much greater than D, the denominator of the both term can be assumed to be the same. So this is how you can simplify much more, but since I have used it like this, so that why means you can find out. So once you have the phase difference, then I think using phase difference and this condition criteria, if you will substitute it here, means that you have to do manually. So you can obtain that particular expression, whatever is written there. So that's the idea. So this is the condition that we have to use, phase difference, and phase difference we can find out from here. So phase difference is basically 2 pi by lambda times whatever is the means the path difference. Yes. So this will give you the path difference, and then if you multiply it by k, that will give you the phase difference. Okay, so let me move to the next one. So the part B of the problem was to find out this particular thing, right? Psi of 0 x, and what will be the modulus of this function. What will be the square of this modulus of this particular psi 0 of y. So the absolute value of psi of y can be and its square is basically given by this. So what you have to do, you take, there is another function again defined, which is known as ABS, absolute. So you take that function, and we want, because psi of xy is basically this psi plus of psi minus. So this will be your psi plus of this will be your psi minus. So what we are doing, if we will take simply the square of this, so this will be, this expression is given by this one. So this I have written it here. So this, the meaning of this is this one, psi of xy, mod of psi of xy, and we are taking square of that. So, and this function we want to evaluate when r is going to this and r minus is going to this. So I am instructing the Mathematica. We want the absolute value of this particular function, which is psi plus of psi minus, and r plus and r minus. I am defining it to calculate this particular function for r plus is equal to this and r minus is equal to this, right? And all this function, once you have calculated this, then plot entire this thing when k1 is going to 1, d is going to 20, because when you will find out this particular expression, you will see that there are many variable there. Means the solution will be in terms of K, D, and L. So, but in order to plot this particular uh, psi xy square, what we need one means a numerical value. So for that we can fix our constant k is equal to 1, d is equal to 20, and l 1000. You can change this parameter, and depending upon that, and since we want to plot only this, so the part A was simply to plot this and not this. So first we find out what will be this, and then we take x to be 0. So that command is given by this one. So I am taking this for x is equal to 0, and I am varying my y from minus 3000 to 3000. So here you can see it is getting varied from minus 3000 to 3000. So this is how you can obtain this one. Okay, and the next part was to simply do this one, I think, to make the contour plot of psi of xy. So in order to make contour plot, I again used one function given in Mathematica, which is contour plot. So you can use contour plot, and again you can take the same thing. It is the same thing, absolute value at r plus going to this and r minus going to this, and again this whole value for a particular set of constant given by k, d, and l. And then now I am varying x as well as y both. So the x will go from minus 5000 to 5000, and y will also go from minus 5000 to 5000. So this would look like this. So this is all about the problem. So there were 3 parts. I think I have discussed all the 3. Okay, so there was one more part also. So there again we have to find out something. We need to plot individually. Okay, so we have to plot the individual psi x square and psi minus of xy square. So if we are going to plot individually, then the plot will look like this. Yes. So it will be more Gaussian curve. But if you so you can see the difference between these two things. So this is more like, so here in this case, when we are trying to find out psi xy square, so this shows the interference pattern. So this looks like interference pattern with varying intensity. You are finding maxima and minima, but the intensity of maxima is not remaining constant. It is getting it is decreasing with as we are moving far away from the central maxima. The same thing you can see so the same thing you can see in contour plot also, you can interpret. But when we go to this, when we are taking the amplitude of individual one, we means instead of having this superposition, we are just trying to find out the intensity of of electrons going from one particular pinhole and the electrons going from other pinhole, and then we are adding, then we don't see any interference pattern. We just simply observe the Gaussian variation in the intensity. So this is more like you close one hole and you measured the intensity, then you closed the other hole, you measured the intensity, and now you are adding 2. So in that way, when you are closing one, you won't see any interference pattern. So yes, so this is all about this problem. So this won't be possible to solve it right away. So means this is means what you can get an idea is that means this much of thing you can do in Mathematica. So that was whole point of discussing this particular problem, and that was the whole point of this particular workshop, that what are the various possibility and what are the various dimension in which this Mathematica can be used. So I hope I have been able to convince you that using this means Means I think because in your mini project or maybe in the fifth year you will do project, so these kind of things will be very helpful for you, because you have this plot, and from this plot you can simply save graphic as, so you can save it in whatever format you want, right? The another good thing is that suppose here you want to copy this particular expression, so you can copy as plain input text, even as LaTeX also. So this is a very good means a facility in Mathematica, that you can simply copy this equation in terms of Mathematica, sorry, in terms of LaTeX. So you can directly use it in your report itself if you are writing it in LaTeX. If you are not writing in LaTeX, then okay, means then this LaTeX facility of Mathematica will be of not much use, but that is also possibility here. And also you can export this whole notebook in terms of PDF. So if you go there here and save as, you can see the various possibility here. So if you have PDF, you have PS, then LaTeX document. And another possibility is that you can also use this particular notebook as a presentation. So I have not used that because I am not very much comfortable in that. I have not used Mathematica for presentation for a very long period of time. But that possibility is also there, that this Mathematica itself can be used as yes. So you can see here slideshow. So the slideshow is basically when you will create the slide. So right now it is not in presentation mode. So that is also one possibility. So you can search on internet and inquire more about it, to how to make presentation in Mathematica. Yes. So I think I have done everything now. So now Siddharth, you can, if anybody has any queries, they can ask.
Yes, sir. For 5 minutes, we have doubts only. We can. Anybody has any? Yes, sir. Kamlesh, sir.
Vikas.
Yes, sir.
Does this Mathematica has this three-dimensional plotting facility?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It also has three-dimensional plotting. We have discussed it yesterday.
Okay. Sorry.
In the morning session and also in afternoon session, we tried 1-2 problem. So we have to simply, there is nothing much I can show you here. I have to simply so basically what we have to do, we have to simply use this function 3D plot, and then we can plot any function like sine of x y, and then we have to just, so what is the range we want.
Okay.
And then it can plot. So we have something like that, sine of xy. So we also yesterday discussed that we can also animate this, means we have thousands of picture. This we can have any particular variable which can change in time, so that we can see the animation.
Okay.
And also we can just move it from anywhere, and we can basically we can change the viewpoints. That is also possible.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Any other questions?
Siddharth was asking something.
Yes, Siddharth.
Sir, he said
Okay,
in the
okay.
chat box that is it fine if we contact you for your doubts in mathematics and physics?
Yes, yes, okay. But don't expect answer just right away. It may take time because I may be busy in something else. But there is no problem. You can, if you have the patience, you can come and discuss with me.
Sir, Vikash Kumar asks, is there a way to use this software free after 15 days for practice?
Yogesh sir has mentioned one particular method that you can create an account and you can use this online version of Mathematica, means the cloud calculation, something like that. Mathematica on cloud, it is like that. So we should thank Yogesh sir. He has mentioned this very new thing.
And moreover, if you want to work out like offline with Mathematica, you can download the cracked version. It's available on
No, no,
getintoPC.com. So
don't.
just search
No, no,
Mathematica
no.
and
I won't recommend downloading the crack version. What you can do, you can request the institute for buying the license if you people think it is very much required for all of you. Then you can request the institute. Institute has, if that is possible, the institute can buy it, or at least in some computer in either computer lab or in the library there that can have. So you can request the institute if most of you think it is useful. So that would be much better idea. Other than that, I think whatever Yogesh sir suggested, that doing it on cloud, that will be good. You create an account and just do there.
Yes, sir. The physics club does not endorse use of any illegal software. Just wanted to make that clear.
Yes, any other questions?
Sir, if possible, could you just brief about how to use that do loops and all? Because what I think is that comparison to Mathematica, what MATLAB offers is that loops, that where MATLAB has an upper hand. So if it's possible in Mathematica, then that would be the best thing, sir.
Yes, it is possible. Means, for example, you have created a table. So if you want to create a table of uh, I going from 1 to n. So in table you gave that command instead of giving means uh, where y is varying from I variables is varying from there to there. You can say it using do loop, that do, right, and table, and then uh, exit or end do unless something like that command is there. So you do unless this condition satisfied. So that is what do loop will do. So that is possible here in Mathematica. If you will simply uh, use the documentation in Mathematica, so from there you can see various example how it is done. So it will be means in programming means language C++ or in Fortran, that is often used because no other possibilities was there. So here you have to see, you have the possibility of, means you have the option of simply telling Mathematica I want to vary this thing from here to here. So that's why you don't means do loop is not used too much. But if you want to do the same thing there, if you want to create a table from I to from certain things, and then do loop is generally used. So yes, once you can look at the documentation center if you want to know more about it, but that is possible here.
Yes, sir. I just checked the documentation. There is one for loop.
Mm-hmm.
Aditya, like to add to the what Sir mentioned, like we have all those if and control structures, whatever you see in C program or C++. So you have other loops like while, do while as well. So yeah. It has all those functionalities.
Okay. What I had no idea that it had all this uh, control statements also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now I think we have finished the workshop. So now, Siddharth, over to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So if anybody has any feedback regarding this event, please do share with us now. Otherwise, we'll move on to the vote of thanks. Okay then. Bhavya, are you there?
Yes, Deepak sir, please.
I was thinking, is it possible to just wait for a few minutes? Then probably DV ma'am and Alex is already here. So I guess if we have the department, it will be better if we launch things at the time.
Yes, we can wait. No problem.
Okay then. So if Pathak sir, if you could please kindly give a vote of thanks, then that would be great.
Yeah.